A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. And the Trojans will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Badgers offense to go on the attack first. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. This is nothing but a good-on-good matchup. Big-time offense, elite defense. It ought to be fun. Joseph. They're all over him. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that in throw.
Trying to establish the run. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Rigby. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Swings it out to the flat. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun. Spins away from the defense. Breaks into the open. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Throwing Joseph. Oh, pressure's coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. From the gun, running back gets to give. Shows off another move and gets down to the 33-yard line. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Working the ground game. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Rigby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with the back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. In the red area, it's Jackson. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Quarterback keep. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The relentless emptying of the playbook on this opening drive has now finally hit a wall. It's 3rd and long. Joseph. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the USC Trojans offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Onto the field for the first time is Waymond Jordan. He is a steady, reliable, consistent force in this attack.
Well, it's a program time and time again, whether it's Heisman trophies, All-Americans, first-round draft picks, it always seemed to have really good running backs. And how nice is it, David, as an offense, year in, year out? You know, there's somebody you can turn around, hand the football off to, and you can get explosive plays. I think it's no different with this offense this year based on who they've got in the backfield.
Well, and it's just kind of crazy thinking about the list of guys and how they've developed them so well over the years. And it just adds on each other. When you start walking through their facility, it's like, holy cow, he played here, and him, and him, and him. And so just having that guy at that spot, it settles everything down in an offense. And it also makes you have some swag, too, because we got a dude at the running back spot that will make plays.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Caught. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
From the gun, it's Jordan. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Rush is on. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Second and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Throwing Joseph. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Finds a crease, it's Jackson. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Snagged in the middle, it's Anderson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Hits inside, it's Jordan. And they swarm him under.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Making the adjustment. Hand it to the back. Sees a crease. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Driving forward, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Out wide left, it's Williams. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the gun, looking for a man. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Brought down short of the end zone, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal. This defense backed up, goal to go in the crowd, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. From deep, it's Coleman. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Joseph. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Badgers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Looks it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Right side, it's Bowman. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. Turns up, it's Jordan. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Long way to go on 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
Got to make the play on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. Running inside, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Badgers want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Joseph from the gun on third down. Here comes the heat. Complete downfield. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 2nd and long here. They go play action with Joseph. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Hits the hole. It's Jordan. Finds a crease at the 20. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. The Badgers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Gain of 23 on the play.
And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Run in the red zone, it's Jordan. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Down he goes. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throwing Joseph. Look out!
And how impressed are you right now at this defensive line here early in the 2nd half? They are getting a tremendous pass rush up front. It doesn't matter what you do in the back end, coverage-wise, blitz-wise. If those dudes up front win the one-on-ones, for any offense, it's going to be an issue. And now, David, they've got this offense backed right up against the wall.
Man, they got them backed up right where they want them. A big opportunity not only to get points for their offense in the future, but maybe get points on their defense, right? When you back them up right here, how aggressive do you want to be? Because as a play caller, I know the defense can be aggressive, which also means I can take shots and sometimes make big plays.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the team.
Makes a grab and room to run. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Trojans! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And he tacks on the extra point.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Joseph. On the move, he fires. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Left side, it's Jackson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to take it back. Found a little running room on. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. wide left, it's Bowman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Unloads to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Second down to the air. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. Wants to throw it. Turns it upfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Badgers in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Run ends there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his man. It's Rigby. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
They're all over him. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football.
Looking to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Going to the running game. Got the first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Wants to go up top on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. He'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to...
Touchdown, Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the returner will be dragged down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The give to the back. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The lone back's got it. Nice move there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the counter. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Line getting set on 2nd down. Keeps it on the option. Quarterback gets past the marker. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Out of the gun. The running back has it. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it back to him. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to